the better team that they have, it only makes us better, and it makes it much more fun to play football. Like if everybody in the AFC East stunk, like the product that you'd have on Sundays would fall.
It's so funny for y'all to be brothers and then end up. You talk about a rivalry. I mean the Bills and the Dolphins right now.
It is bitter, and it's been bitter for a long, long time.
Yeah.
When Coach McDaniel first got to Miami, there was a pretty big overhaul on the roster, and from a coaching standpoint, he brought in a lot of new coaches, and one of the things that he did very early on, I think it was our first Bills game when he was the coach, he took us through some of the history of our rivalry with Buffalo and some of the important games, some of the important moments, in that rivalry. And it helped the new guys get an appreciation for like what kind of environment that they were walking into that upcoming Sunday. And we ended up beating them. But, I think that rivalry in sports is like as good as it gets. Like you think about North Carolina, Duke, Florida, some of the basically Florida against everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Florida versus everybody, baby.
Exactly. And that's how it's always going to be.
Yeah.
But, you think about some of those old rivalries that go way back, and like that's what makes sports amazing, because
couldn't agree more.
It's players, it's coaches, it's fans. Like I think that a lot of times there's a misconception of like, oh, this guy plays for the Dolphins, but like he doesn't care, who, like he doesn't care about the rivalry because he hasn't, he didn't choose to be here, he was drafted here, whatever. But like rivalry games are still important to the players, and like we want to beat Buffalo, we want to beat New England, we want to beat the Jets more than anybody. Yeah. Like because those are our rivals, and they don't like us as much as we don't like them, because we see them a lot. Like we see them twice a year, potentially 3. Like there have been years where we played Buffalo 3 times in a season, and like we don't like them.